liberty, and justice for all. It's great to see these students all dressed up and their families all gathered together. This is a fantastic occasion. I would like to invite Mr. Grattert to do our opening remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Hoyer. Good afternoon and welcome to the West Prairie 2023 graduation ceremony. Today we recognize and celebrate our seniors as they've completed their pre-K-12 experience. I will begin by thanking the families, West Prairie staff members, and the larger school community for their support of our students through their academic, social, and emotional growth these past few years. Seniors, your high school experience the past 3 years with all its uncertainty and adversity is the experience that has begun to shape you as young adults. Remember the good times and the difficult times, times when you had to make adjustments in your life to address the unexpected. Hopefully it has helped you grow in resiliency and adaptability. You will find these traits to be very important personal attributes as you begin to pursue your life's goals and aspirations. Please continue your education, whether it is an apprenticeship, technical school, community college, or university. Do not stop enriching your capacity for knowledge and skills. I wish you well in your future endeavors. Congratulations to the class of 2023.
Thank you, Mr. Grattert. I'm humbled by the opportunity to stand here and give you some words. I can guarantee you that my high school teachers would have bet against me standing here speaking tonight, which kind of brings me to my first point, which is no, it's not about gambling. It's about what your future holds. I've talked with many of you, if not all of you, about what your plans are for the future. I'm sure that all of you would love to have $1 every time in the past 9 months somebody asked you, hey, what are you doing when you graduate? Pay your way through school. And that dollar would. Many of us, the question really comes out of genuine concern and actually probably a little bit of we're jealous of you too, because there are going to be so many opportunities that come your way, so many chances, and many of us with some miles on our odometer can look back and think of those ones that we had where we didn't take a chance, where we didn't take that opportunity. So I would encourage you to keep an open mind about what your future holds. Not everything is a straight path. The steeper the climbs, the switchbacks, and the dead ends that you have to turn around and go the other way, they all lead you to a more valuable view. Enjoy the journey. All the experience you have are a part of who you are and who you will be. These will shape and mold you and give you the tenacity to forge forward. I've talked probably too long about your future, which brings me to the now. This past year or more, you have constantly been working toward your future, figuring out what comes next, planning your next step and many steps beyond that. As you sit here now, many of you are thinking about whose graduation party I'm going to after Mr. Hoyer quits rambling on. What am I going to do come Monday morning? I sure hope nobody blocked my car in. Those are okay thoughts, but don't let them overshadow where you are now. Enjoy this moment with your classmates. Visit family members who came to see you. Don't let the future get in the way of your now. Is it important to plan and think about your future? Absolutely. But is it equally important to take advantage of the moment you are in? Relish it. Live there. Nobody ever says, boy, I wish I hadn't gone fishing with my grandpa so much. Nobody ever, unless their grandpa fishes them every time maybe. But seriously, keep moving forward, forging your future, but do so while living in the moment. I would like to now invite John Reynolds, our salutatorian, to the stage.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and staff. and my fellow graduating seniors of the West Prairie class of 2023. The day has finally come that we exit the doors of West Prairie Junior Senior High School. 4 years down, and it seems like 4,000 memories later, high school is finally over. Our time in high school was a lot for us to take in. It's been a roller coaster ride of ups and downs to finally make it to graduation day. Graduation day brings a lot of different emotions for everyone in the room. For some graduates, it's a time of sadness and sorrow as we leave the class behind, teachers, friends, and go off to a new place. And for other graduates, it's a time of jumping up and down, celebrating because they have finally gotten out of 4 years of school. For the parents and other family members in the audience, a time of relief, as some might say, wow, they actually did it. And for some, sad that their loved ones are moving on in life to bigger and better things. I want to start by recapping our 4 years of high school together and bringing back some of the old memories we have had together as a class. Let's start in the year 2019, our freshman year when we entered a different building to start the next chapter of our lives. Freshmen, the little fish in a small school. For 3 quarters, we were able to enjoy our first year of high school until March 13th, 2020, the day the world would change forever. Masks came out, social distancing became a regular practice, and A&B days became a thing. Then came our sophomore year, a slate of new teachers and new classes. Masks and social distancing are still hanging around, and some of us at home looking on at the class through a screen. Then on to our junior year. Still not a completely normal year as we gain the 7th and 8th graders to our squished and tiny hallway. We get our licenses and can officially hang out and go wherever we want. Well, kind of. Then on to our senior year. We're officially at the top of the totem pole and have the reign we've always wanted in our school. Well, kind of. And we gained the best principal we could have ever asked for, Mr. Hoyer. Now, we finally realize that our time at West Prairie is all done. Our 4 years have flown by, and now we see that there's no going back for another year. Despite how often I would tell my teachers that I'd be returning for my college COVID year, we would not be returning again as students at West Prairie. This is one of the toughest pills to swallow, to leave the class you love so much behind. As not all 40 of us can stick together as we have the past 4 years. This class has taught me so much, not only in school or about school, but life lessons as well that I'll forever cherish and never forget. Our time may be done in this school in the class of 23, but it is not done as we leave these very doors. To all my friends and family, I want to thank you for putting up with me for my time in high school and before then. To my teachers, I want to thank all of you for trying your best to keep us all on task, as we are a rather distractive group. And thank you for always being there for the class of 23. To the class of 2023, consider this a see you later rather than a goodbye. Class of 23, I will forever remember the memories we made as a class and the joyful times we all spent together. To the class of 2023, we made it. Thank you.
Thank you, John. That was great. And now I would like to invite your class valedictorian to the stage, Carter Powell.
Ladies and gentlemen, faculty members, parents and family members, and my fellow graduates. Well, here we are, the day we thought would never come, and the day we thought some have hoped that never come because we still have that one unfinished assignment due. But hey, we made it. Look at us, all dressed up in our cap and gowns, pretending to be adults while secretly wondering if anyone can tell that we binge watch cartoons on the weekends. Today, we celebrate the success of the fruitful end of our high school education and the beginning of the next chapter of our lives. I know we all have mixed emotions, but this is a time to rejoice for all that we have accomplished. Today is a day we will eventually look back on and celebrate. As I stand here before you, I can't help but think about all the hilarious moments we've shared throughout the time here. From playing basketball on donkeys to our weird lunch table conversations, we've had our fair share of laughter. We should cherish these unforgettable moments as we move forward on our journey. And let's not forget the heart-stopping experiences when we realized we had a test period the next period and hadn't studied. Looking back and reminiscing on these moments are what I will miss most about these past 4 years. It has been a long 4 years and a short 4 years. Long because of all the drama, bad homework, and the boring reading, and the other little things that hit us during high school. Short because of all the lifelong friendships, the lasting memories, and the truly interesting and amazing things we learned between the occasional bits of drudgery. Now, I have a confession to make. Being up here as valedictorian is both an honor and a surprise. I mean, I once accidentally turned in a doodle instead of an essay and still managed to get an A. I guess it does show that even in the face of impending doom, miracles can happen. But let's not forget the amazing teachers who have shaped us into the bright minds we are today. You've put up with us for the past 4 years and had to tolerate a lot. I appreciate the patience you gave to us and thank you for all that you have done. Quote, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." End quote, by Dr. Seuss. Our time here went by fast, just like our parents said it would. So I hope as we move on, each one of us will cherish these precious moments of our life. This is a truth we all have to face today. Everything eventually comes to an end. As much as I look forward to this day, it's also a difficult ending of our time spent together. Today, we say our goodbyes. Now, as we step into the real world, we'll have to figure out taxes, laundry, and how to adult without calling our parents every 5 minutes. But remember, we're a resilient bunch. We survived cafeteria food and the questionable fashion choices, so we can conquer anything. In closing, I want to say a big thank you to our parents for putting up with our messy rooms, staying up late to help start and finish projects that we procrastinated until the last minute to do. And all those times that we pretended to be studying while scrolling through TikTok instead. You are the real MVPs. I would also like to thank all of my fellow graduates for the past 14 years spent together. You each made my day worthwhile and will be missed as we all have to move forward. Congratulations, class of 2023. As we venture forth into the unknown, let's embrace the adventures, the laughter, and the funny moments that life throws our way. Remember, life is too short to take seriously, so go on, chase your dreams, and let your sense of humor light the way. Thank you, and please remember the tall and hilarious Ginger if you ever get rich and famous.
Thank you, Carter. That must have been quite the doodle. Mr. Graddert and members of the Board of Education, as principal of West Prairie High School, I certify that these seniors have met all requirements set forth by the West Prairie Board of Education and the Illinois State Board of Education. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the students before you to be graduates of West Prairie High School. This evening, Mr. Steve Kitch and Dr. Honey Zimmerman will present the diplomas. Caitlin Clarice Ashbaker. Ashton C. Barkley. Owen D. Beck. Lauren Karis Bell. Matthew Scott Bollinger. Chloe Renee Cheeseman. Tegan Avriana Cobb. Peyton Richard Connor. Braden Lee DeCounter. Jessica Leanne Fackrell. Shanda J. Friday. Oh, wait. I'm a little nervous too. Shanda Jade Friday. Alexander James Garlick. Evan Joseph Guardian. Thomas Edward Hoffman. Madeline Luann Hood. Logan Kyler Horn. Ava Marie Leal. Michael Doran Kindhart III. Jensen Cord Laughlin. Logan Tyler Martin. Denver Allen Mitchell. Audrey Michelle Nelson. Rand Joseph Palmer. Carter James Powell. Lauren Christine Powell. Trevin Edward Zane Qualls. Grant Jameson Rauch. John Baird Reynolds. Yasmin Jean Marie Rusher. Jarrett H. Schmidt. Caden Richard Michael Teal. Wesley Adam Vale. Grace Spencer Vanonic. Grayson Kayleen Welsh. Keaton R. Whistler. Hayden Lee Yarborough. Well, we have a special guest tonight to give our closing remarks. Mrs. Smith has taught in our district for 34 years and is actually retiring this year. She will be missed. Please welcome Kim Smith.
Hello, class of 2023. You look amazing. I love you all so very much. And it is such an honor and a privilege to be asked to be up here tonight. And I am going to not ugly cry till the very end, okay? I ask that you go with me on one last venture as your teacher. And we're going to go fast. And everybody can come along with us because we're going to go on a roller coaster. John mentioned that, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I want you to think back, though, all the way to your first day of school. Now, my guess is that you were thinking a little bit about it in that queue before you even entered school. You might have had people that you knew were going to school, older siblings, and you just knew that this experience was going to be the beginning of something great. Let me take a breath. You had to have that perfect Dora the Explorer backpack, the Kung Fu Panda lunchbox, the box of crayons that had never been opened or used, and the watercolors that hadn't run into each other yet. Remember that? And because your grandparents, your parents, your aunts and uncles, we were all right there with you. And you know what? Teachers, staff, board members, all of us, we were lovingly preparing to get this roller coaster ready for you so that all the safety features, everything was ready. And we wanted to be sure that we had it ready so that it would meet all of your expectations and all of the joys that you were looking forward to, and that you could have those highs, and when you were going down in the lows, you would have momentum from that velocity of learning to pull you on up. And we sincerely hoped that you were not going to lose your cookies on the person next to you. But if you did, no problem. We were there to help, to clean it up, to make it right, and to keep the integrity of your education intact. Now, about 5 or 6 years along that roller coaster, I had the blessing of having you as 5th and 6th graders. And I got to ride on that roller coaster with you, and I got to experience that time of life with you. And guys, I can never repay you for that experience because I treasure it. I treasure it. And you know, guys, you've been on this fast roller coaster. You've been on that 12-year American Eagle, right? The roller coaster that was the fastest one that Six Flags ever made. I, however, have been on the 34-year Millennium Force. Now, that's like 4 out of 5 stars. It's not as fast as it used to be. It's not as tall as any of the others, but it kind of has become that mainstay of the amusement park. So, you know, we're on the coaster, and it's a blur. But moms and dads and grandpas and grandmas were all collecting these pictures to help remind us. I'm collecting them too. I've tried to come up with 34 years of pictures, and they help me remember. And you know that when you get off those roller coasters and you walk in the kiosk, there's all those pictures of you at different places on the roller coaster, you know, and they are not the $1 million smile and your hair perfect. It's like, oh my gosh, that's when I was really scared. That's when I was really surprised. That's when the person next to me doesn't look so good. Who's that woman with gray hair? Oh, that's me. Okay. So you have all of these pictures that are reminding you, and we treasure and relish every one. Guys, I was sitting where you are in 1984, a couple of miles down the road. When I graduated from high school, there was no internet, there were no cell phones, and it would be about 10 years before those things would even come to pass. When I first started teaching, if you wanted to know something, you had a question, we looked it up in the encyclopedia, and we sincerely hoped that the letter wasn't missing. But we remembered that it's not the good old days. And I have always told you that. I would never go back. We need to go forward. And I, like you, I'm looking to get on that next roller coaster. I want to experience new things, see new things, learn new things, just like you. Because you, the next roller coaster is going to be fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And, you know, just a couple of things to think about with roller coasters. Change is inevitable. And change is good. You don't want to go on the old roller coaster all the time. You want to look for new ones and have new experiences. Think outside the box. Try something new. Get joy in the smallest little things. And really enjoy the roller coaster. Because that's what it's all about. And that velocity of learning, you know I had to say this because I've been in this gig for 34 years because I love learning. You taught me every day, not the other way around. And I loved going to work to know what was the next thing you were going to teach me. Like TikTok. Well, you guys didn't teach me that. But anyway, some of my students did, because that was even before you. I hope that you guys know that this world is a better place because of each one of you. And each one of you deserves our encouragement and our support to fulfill whatever walk and dream that you have. And I am so honored that I have gotten to go along with you today. And I am thinking of you and praying for you each and every day, and I have since I had your little souls. I have. And I love seeing you as young adults. Thank you for letting me go on this ride with you.
Thank you very much, Kim. That was fantastic. Everybody, another big round of applause for her retirement and the gifts she's given to all of our children. I told the class the other day that they're always going to hold a special place in my heart. This is a first year standing at the helm as a principal, and there's no way I could ever forget. Kind of totally agree with Mrs. Smith on the lessons that you've taught me. So thank you for that, and thank you for being my first class. Now, class of 2023, please stand. Now is the time for the tradition of turning your tassel. So as a symbol of the completion of your degrees, please take this moment to celebrate your well-earned achievements and move your tassel from right to left. I present to everyone West Prairie Class of 2023. Thank you all for attending. It's been a fantastic evening. You all have a fantastic Memorial Day as well. Thank you.